Hi, boys and girls. I'm back with some math like usual. And today we're on lesson 13 and we're on session 3. We're on page 291 and we're still working on finding totals greater than 10. So you can use all those awesome strategies to solve these. There's really no great strategy that you have to use this week. It's just kind of using a couple, using one, really honing in on the strategy that works best for you. All right, so on page 291 down at the bottom, there's some books. At the top in yellow, it says develop, finding totals greater than 10. So that means we're still developing, we're still working on how to get better at finding totals greater than 10. We are adding, and I have put in here the most important words. So it says Jonah has 8 books. Sandra has 6 books. How many books do they have in all? Remember, your first job is to circle the numbers. So you're going to circle those numbers, 8 and 6. Okay. Now it says she has 8 books. She has 6 books. How many in all? The word clue is in all. So you're going to put a box around in all because that tells you what you're going to do with 8 and 6. Now that you have those numbers, you need to know what you're going to do with them. So this is where you are going to hit, you're going to do try it. So you're going to go ahead and just try to solve this on your own. What strategy are you going to use? Are you going to use the number line? Are you going to use make 10? Are you going to break apart the numbers and find the number bond? Whatever you need to do to solve it, go ahead and do that. When you are done, hit play because I'm going on. All right, so I have 8 and 6. You can do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, where you have 6 fingers. So you know it's 14. You could also use the number line. We're doing 8 plus 6 equals, we don't know. I'm going to use the number line because I feel like it's great practice. You're going to start on the number 8, and I'm going to draw just a bunch of, oh my gosh, I keep doing that. Do you notice that? I did that on the video last week. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm going to start at 8. I'm going to jump forward 6 spots. Remember, boys and girls, this is hot lava down here. You're not going to go down there. You're going to jump each time on these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle where you land. 14. Okay. Another option you can do is you can do your doubles fact. You know that 6 plus 6 is 12. So if you know 6 plus 6 is 12, this is like doubles plus 1, but it's doubles plus 2. So you have 2 plus 6 plus 6. Then you can say, okay, I know 2 plus 6, or excuse me, 6 plus 6 is 12, 12, 13, 14. That's a whole other strategy for solving it, doubles plus 2. Can you do counters? Yes, you can. Any of these different strategies will work to get your answer. All right, I'm going to turn the page, and you should too, to page 292. This is where you're going to connect it and see how the book would have solved it. So it says Jonah has 8 books, Sandra has 6 books. How many books do they have in all? And model it, find 8 plus 6. Make attempt to find the total. So they did make 10. That's not what we did. So you can see they have red counters in the tens frame, and those are the 8, and then they have yellow 6, and then they fill in those 10. So let's do that. So we have 8 plus 6. I'm going to draw a tens frame, 1 big rectangle, 1 line across, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines down. Now they have red and yellow. I don't. And if you don't, that's fine. You can use X's and O's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. and then 6 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 O's. So now I have 10 and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left over. 10 plus 4 equals 14. That's what they did. Now we're going to turn the page because the first thing they want to know on the top of page 293 is how is your way like model it? How is it different? So my ways were the same because I got the same answer. I got 14. I used a number line. I didn't make 10. So that it would be how it would be different. Number 2, how does making a 10 help you find the total? Well, if you know, another way you could do it of making 10 is this, you can break it down like that. See, here's these 1, 2, and here's my 2. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus this 4 over here, 14. So how does making 10 help you? Well, 10 is a friendly number. So you would say something like, if I know 8 plus 2 is 10, I have 4 left over from that 6 number bond. 10 plus 4 is 14. So it's very easy. It's friendly and it's easy. Hopefully you know those friends of 10 in order to do this. All right, number 3, we're going to apply it, which means we're going to practice what we've been learning. It says 7 cat toys are on the floor. Oh, look at that cute cat. And there's 7 cat toys on the floor. And it says Fluffy finds 5 more. So I start with 7. This more is your word clue. So you're going to put a box around that. You're going to circle your numbers 7 and 5. More is your word clue. That means you're adding 5. So what we're trying to solve is 7 plus 5. So let's do our make 10. So I'm going to draw a 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using X's and O's. 7 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to fill in the rest with 5 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've made 10 here. I have 1, 2 left over. 10 plus 2 is 12. So now I know that 7 plus 5 also equals 12. All right, there are 12 cat toys. Awesome job, friends. The next problem says circle the true equation, and this is on page 294. So it gives you a couple of equations. It says 6 plus 9 is 15. Just solve that to find out if it's true. The next one is 6 plus 9 equals 16. And then it gives you a number bond. It says 9 plus, and the reason why they did this, why they flipped it, it's not 6 plus, is because it's really, we've been working on adding to this first add-in to make 10. So I'm going to do 9 plus 6. And I know I need to break this down into 1 and what's ever left over, because I know 9 and 1 makes 10. Do you see how I did that? So now I need to figure out what is 1 less than 6. That's 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. So now I know it's 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. So the true equation is 6 plus 9 equals 15. I'm borrowing one of these 6. I'm borrowing this one, and now I have 5 left over, and this 1 is going to join in those 9 to make a 10. All right. The next problem talks about children swimming. It says 8 children swim, 4 more join. The first thing you're going to do is circle the numbers 8 and 4. More is your word clue. You're going to be doing 8 plus 4. More means you're adding. If I have 2 and I get some more, that means I'm adding into it. 8 plus 4, let's do our tens frame. Draw a rectangle, a line across, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines down, X's and O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I need 10, and I have these 2 left over. 10 plus 2 is 12, just like 8 plus 4 is 12. There are 12 children swimming. Pretty cool how we figured that out. All right, the green pages, hopefully you figured out after the blue pages, are really just for you to practice. So it's giving you more and more problems so you can feel more and more comfortable with it. So at the top of page 295, it says, there's an example. It says 9 frogs are in the pond, 3 more jump in. How many frogs? You see they broke that 3 into a 1 and a 2. And then they took the 1 and added it to make 10. So then it becomes 10 plus 2. So down below, number 1 says find 7 plus 4. So I'm going to do 7 plus 4. Now this is where we use the number bond, and we're looking for the friend of 10 that I can pull out of the 4 to add to the 7 to make 10. Hopefully you know that 7 plus 3 is going to make 10. Now 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to add in this 1 and I get 11. So 7 plus 4 is 11. All right, number 2 says 6 geese in the field. 7 geese, join them. 6, 7, join. So join is just another word for more. So you are going to add, and then you also have in all. So you can put a box around in all, box around join, and then circle the numbers, okay? So what we're going to do is we're adding 6 plus 7, and we're going to use a tens frame. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the 7 as the X's, and the O's are going to be for the 6. Why? Because I always like starting with the biggest number. If you boys and girls remember when we talked about counting on, you're always going to count on using the biggest number. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have less to go. But if I start with 6, I have 7 fingers to add on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm always going to start with the biggest number. So here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm going to put 6 O's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 10 and 3. And I know 10 plus 3 is 13. So I know 6 plus 7 is 13. And if I know 6 plus 7 is 13, I also know 7 plus 6 is 13. See how that works out? All right. Number 3. Is find 9 plus 6. And they give you the tens frame. So we're going to plug that into the tens frame. X's and O's. 1 line across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then 6 O's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 plus. Hopefully you know that that 1 less, you took 1 out of here, 1 less than 6 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double check. And now I know 10 plus 5 is 15. I now know 9 plus 6 is 15. Isn't that pretty cool? I love this stuff. The last one on page 296 is circle the true equation. So it has 8 plus 5 equals 12. And then it has 8 plus 5 equals 13. Now you could use the tens frame to solve this. You could use a number line. You could use the make 10 strategy. I'm going to show you using make 10 and the number line because I feel like it's a little bit more tricky. So I'm going to start out on my number line on 8. I always underline where I start. These are the jumps. Okay, so I'm going to write 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, just because I don't know if that's going to be enough. So I'm going to start out at 8, and I'm going to jump forward 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circle where you stop. Now I know that 8 plus 5, label those jumps, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 is 13. And it said circle the true equation. I'm going to circle that. But I also told you I'm going to do it solving with make 10. So I write 8 plus 5 up here. Hopefully you know that 2 plus 8 makes 10. Those are friends of 10. 8, 9, 10 is another way you could figure out if you don't know. If you don't know what to pull from the 5, start at 8 and stop at 10. 8, 9, 10. Now 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 over here in this number bond. Because I'm not adding 8 plus 2 and then stopping. I need to figure out 8 plus 5. So I took 2 out of the 5. I have 3 left over. 10 plus 3 is 13. So yes, I was correct. 8 plus 5 equals 13. That is the correct equation. So anyway, I hope that makes some more sense. You can use the strategies that you want on those, but that is finding totals greater than 10.